Hello, Modias here. Got a little Election Day quickie for you. Happy Election Day, by the way. Last year, we elected the president on the auspices of change we can believe in. And here we sit 1 year later. Things seem pretty much the same, with the exception of a modest recovery on the economic front. Both ongoing wars are epic failures. And the question on my mind, and I'm sure on many others, is, what are you doing? And it's beyond that, because we have 3 more years of you, hopefully not the same you that you've shown so far. I'm sure that this must take a lot of getting used to, and you've taken on a job that I certainly wouldn't. But there's a level of expectation for you that is greater certainly than any other president in my lifetime. I know that you inherited a mess. This is a big, horrible garbage pile of shit that is spread across the United States of America, and the onus is on you to clean it up. We've had our first sort of mini-election, I guess, and one thing that was surprising to the analyst was that the Republican won the race for the Virginia, let me rephrase, the Republican won the Virginia gubernatorial race. And it brings concern to many of us about what will happen next year in the big midterm election. For those of you who don't know, every single seat in the House of Representatives, as well as a third of the Senate, will be up for election next year. The question is, what will be best? I think what will be best is if you and those surrounding you fulfill some, if not most, of the promises that you have given all of us. You know, your job, like my job and any other job, you got by what you said, but you will keep it by what you do. Maybe it'll take a change in the House and the Senate. I don't want to see that happen, because I'm firmly convinced that those who are there now, that the Democrats will handle things better than the Republicans will. But people will kick you guys out of office. Not you, obviously, because you're there to stay for, the next 3 years. But those who can be kicked will be kicked unless you start doing something. If you're doing things now that are going to have their effect proven in the future, tell us about them. Tell us what you're doing. Tell us where you're headed. Tell us why you're doing what you're doing, and tell us why it appears to us that you're doing nothing or very little. If you can't do that, then maybe a change would be best in the House and Senate. Maybe it would goad you into spending the next 3 years actually making things better. If not for us, then at least for the chance to keep your seat. Because the last thing that we need is 3 more years of the highest office in this nation being held by somebody who's not going to do anything but sit in the Oval Office with his dick in his hand. Come on! Thanks for watching.